All right. Well, we're back at Tuesday again, and we are live. What's up, everybody? JB. I have made those typos before, but it's cool. I knew what you meant. How's everyone? Feels like it's been longer than a week. Am I am I wrong? Waiting on Rob. Hi, Marissa. How's JB doing? He's live. Yeah. Nice shifter. Thanks, you unfinished. It's Lee Progressive. Let's go there. What's up, Brian? How goes it, man? Dan, what's going on? Removing your transfer case. That doesn't sound good. I think I saw you broke down at one of the gas stations or something. I think. What did that truck run? Hey, Tom, how goes it, dude? What's Tom been working on lately? 1090 is not bad for a little six cylinder, man. I'm just here looking and waiting for mushroom clouds. Is it that bad? Having a blower issue. We'll figure it out. Um, hmm. The trans line to the radiator on the Impala is going to tick me off. LOL, going to try to screwdriver. Oh, God. Hey, Dakota, what's going on, dude? If I can catch a minute, I'll go over and look at it tomorrow. I didn't have time to do it tonight. And besides that, I'm tired as hell. New compass with start stop that don't start for 2 hours. Wow. Did you check that button? I've replaced hundreds of those start stop buttons, and I think it's still the same as the ones they've been using. Heater blower or engine blower? Yeah, engine blower on McDonald. If you look back in his old videos, you can see where he put a little underhood blower on it. Me and Dad been stripping down this Camaro. Going to try to have it painted by next Tuesday. Sweet. You changing the whole color of the car, or are you just updating the paint? Oh, so You don't have a tuning issue. You actually have a boost issue. It's not staying full boost or nothing, leaking down on you. Different color. Hell yeah. I did that to mine, but man, I'm telling you what, when I stripped my car down, that car had been painted like 3 or 4 times. In the last main color of that car, it was in 2001, I think, when I stripped the car down the first time. And I had those little disposable cameras that I was taking, you know, pictures of as progression. Where did I get the spider head? It's actually a whole animatronic, Marissa. That's just a head, as a visitor tonight. See? But it was so hot in that garage where me and my dad were working, that it melted the film. So I have no progression of that build that I did to that car. Sucks really bad because it was white and it went down the main part of the quarter panel above the wheel opening. And then it went up the sail panel. There like 3 or 4 different color stripe up the door panel, or I'm sorry, up the sail panel across the roof. I don't know the color scheme of the car, but it was totally like a late 70s, early 80s paint job. And I have nothing to show because it killed the film. And I was the idiot that left it in the console of the car, and it got too hot. Yes, he is a new addition to the front yard. Wanda. 20 days, my wife will be 60. Congratulations. We will try and catch her and tell her happy birthday. Dude, I was down with some of those 70s and 80s paint jobs. I think they were sweet. But, man, I really wish I'd have that picture. 4 days to your birthday, JB? I know we on Facebook. I'm pretty sure. I think I friend requested you. I think I saw you pop up there. Dakota, I haven't found you yet, or Tom. My son will be 5 in 6 days. My daughter will be 9. No. No, she's not allowed to be 9. It means, damn. 9? How old's Robbie? Oh, I think I've got you, Dakota. Damn, I'm just a few months away from 64. Where did life go? Man, it was a wild ride. That's what I'm saying. I love it. I don't care how old I get. I'm still having fun doing it. Oh. Yeah, we're friends, man. I see the red Firebird. You need to put some pictures up on there and all that good stuff so I can keep up to date with it. I'm the little boy on a tricycle. Rebel flag with skulls. Profile pic. Yeah, I think I got you. Yeah. I got you. We're friends on there. Uh-oh. Oh my God, Bobby. Damn, dude. Why's he got to be rolling around at night? That sucks. I am videoing the Camaro. You can see the pictures moving fast with audio. Okay. At my age, men take Viagra just to keep from being on their feet. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I needed that. Oh. Um, Tom, are you on Facebook? What's up, Damien? Jeez. Yeah. Dropping bombs, yo. Yeah, dude, I remember stripping my car down. I hated it. There was so much work. I was so tired. Every day, every single day, 7 days a week, eat dinner, go out there, work for a couple hours, every day, all day, Saturday, Sunday. We had every bit of probably 250 hours in that car, maybe even 300 hours. And damn. Hey, Colleen. Got a new Calent 2-inch cowl. Is that Z28 hood functional? Because it'll still do the same thing. It just won't have the, cowl look. Don't know how many miles on the truck, but it's a lot. What I missed, Dan? .789Z was not functional, but the 8081 was. Okay, yeah. The one I had on my car was trash, so I put a molded, what is it, a L88 scoop hood on my car. It weighed like 200 pounds, and then I got rid of it and got my 4-inch cowl that's on it now. So I got the hardwood bolt on with the hood latch, all that stuff, because I didn't want to have to fuss with hood pins or anything, and I think they're kind of tacky. They're not sure what color yet, Dan. What were you bringing up about the miles on your truck? Did I miss one of your comments? Which I may have. I mean, I've been going back and forth between everything.
Leah's brides need to be wedding.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was just taking it as a typo. Yeah, there was quite a bit on my car. It took a long time to knock it all down. Metallic green. Mean green? Is that what you're going after? That dude that used to be on Street Outlaws? I miss that car so damn bad. That was one bad sumbitch. I messaged them and it was supposed to be back on the road and it never made it, so I'm not sure what happened. Don't know how many miles are on it either. 82, 182, 282. Well, don't want to get too dark pink because you've got to have good body work for that. Dude, I used what's called Durablocks on mine. What's up, Vic? Till you hit puberty, that is what that means. So yeah, you can go to Amazon, eBay, whatever, and get you a set of Durablocks. Get the roll of I can't remember if it was 3M or whatever sticky back sandpaper. And dude, they've got 4-foot blocks that actually fits the contour of the bodywork. It does really well. That's what I used on my car, and it looks really damn good. Dan, working on a 19 Cherokee right now, and it's white. Los Orales has that color in spray bombs in stock. Oh. Got my first 1962 car parked today. Bunch of interior screws. Dude, I went to, what the hell is it called? Restoration World up in Huber Heights. I actually work right down the street from them now, but when I put when I was redoing the interior of the Camaro last September, I had to buy a lot of screws to be able to put it all back together because they were all mismatched, and I hated changing sockets, and it was only a couple dollars to get the correct ones. I cut gauges out of the PVC bumper cover. I cut gouges out of the PVC bumper cover and filled them with Bondo. Well, they have a specific flexible for those. I don't know if the parts stores actually sells it. I think you have to go to a. What's up, bro? Hunter said you moved Hannah out of her old place and into the new one. The hell with paint. Just polish the panels until they all are a mere finish. Look bad as blame the person who's. Dude, that would suck. That'd be a lot of work. I think it would be more work to do that than it would have been to do everything I did, except for the guy that painted it. Dude, but that's what he does all the time. Got one of the bumper repair kits. You talking about the rubber urethane bumper repair kits that you heat with like a soldering gun? I'm really doing pretty crappy work, but it's going to look good. I don't doubt that. I was just asking. Can't take this car anywhere. Thinking of making some window vinyls that say 1962 Dodge Lancer. Look it up on you. Hell yeah. Make one for each side. Hell yeah, that's a good idea. Power was out for 3 days, and then he helped me get fence panels that blew. Jesus. We just had a couple limbs come down, thank God. The carport didn't move. The boat didn't get moved. I mean, there's a shit ton of leaves in the back patio, but I blew those off when I got home. I think it's a soft filler. Never opened the kit. Okay. Yeah, I had Dad fix my back bumper cover for the Camaro. I had drilled a hole and was going to put one of the shut-off switches back there because I was putting the battery in the trunk. And I decided against that, so I had Dad fill it back in. And so far, so good. It's not, made its way back out. And then plus, I think he did something to my front bumper too. The hell did he do? All I know is I need a new front bumper cover. That old front rubber urethane material, it's just so dry. It's alligatored again. So I had threatened to get the what is it, Willwood? I think it was Willwood. No, not Willwood. Harwood that I got my hood from. They have a fiberglass nose for that car. It's a couple pounds heavier, but I don't care. Well, they do like the sag, but it's because people didn't put the front brackets back in. That's why. Mine is in there. The drive home on 675 and all that wind and crap was the scariest drive ever. I'd take driving in the snow and ice and high winds and heavy rain. Now, well, you made it through. You'll be fine. And it'll happen again. So, in the center under the grills, yes. There's a support that's supposed to be there. It's like a honeycomb. It's supposed to be in there to keep that from sagging. Mine never sagged because I always kept that honeycomb support in it. And no, not snow and ice tonight. She's just giving it an example that she'd rather drive that rather than all that heavy wind and rain we had on Friday. But no, I've got the supports in it, the honeycomb filler. It's still holding up good. Can't believe it's October 1st already. Isn't that insane? Everything's going by so fast. But I mean, we're getting stuff done, but it just blah. Ugh. Summer is done. BNR, what's happening, dude? Sitting here BSing on normal Tuesday. What are you up to? All the rain gave Cody hours at work, though, man. We have a landscaping and lawn mowing company beside the shop. You are gasoline free ever? Yes, I am. Seen your own live. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, they didn't do any work like all last week. And then today they actually was working on their lawnmowers, weed eaters, pressure washing stuff, and a couple crews went out, but the other ones went home. All the Mexicans got in a little short bus and they got taken home. I tell you what, though, the Jeep's metal don't like my stud welder. No, it's tinfoil. Yeah, studs just pull off after a few pulls. I don't know if it's aluminized in that one or not, but the metal content is very freaking weak. Glue pullers are the best idea on anything tin or newer. I gotta mow now. Damn it! I know. I went through with a weed eater just because I had, 2 foot, 3 foot weeds because my grass was only 2 inches high and it was brown. So I weeded it a bunch, and now it's actually green, and now I gotta mow. So I feel your pain, bro. How'd you guys do, JB? Did the storm hurt you guys much? I know Tennessee got pummeled. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, they all got hurt pretty bad along with Florida, just not as bad as Florida. Thanks, Colleen. Have a good night. You know you'll see me back here Tuesday. We didn't get anything. 1 day of rain and a lot of misting. Wow, that's good though. We had some misting yesterday. It misted most of the day, but Friday, dude, we got beat on. We had, I think they recorded up to like 60-mile-an-hour gusts through Dayton. I think Huber hit 60 once. Where we were at, I think we probably hit around 50-ish. But lots of trees and limbs and stuff got taken down. I went down the road and helped a couple of people get rid of theirs. I know people were not driving with sense on Sunday. We had fog and rain for the morning hours up here. Yeah. I think it was pretty much falling apart by the time it got up there on McDonald. But Sunday, I had to go work on my headlights on my pickup truck because the right side headlight kept on blowing a fuse. So I had to go up and get that part figured out. And I took the old headlights out, took them down, and warranty them out. They're Sylvania LEDs, and the one was bad. It was blowing the fuse. So they have a 5-year warranty. I took them back, swapped them out, and almost got rear-ended twice because people weren't paying attention. I think nylon strips last used in 1960s for superchargers. Shitvania, yeah. Twisted, what's up, dude? Benar, I couldn't say for sure. So once he gets it apart, I know he'll get that part figured out. But up until then, well, appreciate you stopping by. Trying to talk too fast. How's your week started out there, Twisted? Well, time to drop his cancer case while I have Mr. Lars' attention. Okay. Well, be careful, and you have a great night too, man. We'll be here for another hour if you want to stop in. Been busy in the shop. Wow. Well, we were a little bit slow Still had work, but not normal. And now the parking lot's so daggone full, we can hardly move. My 454 truck was off. No names 2024. JVME ran for fun. He was way down. Heck yeah. That's cool as hell. Oh, I don't know what that dude's name is back there behind me. I've seen him around before, though. Who is that creeper back there? Looks like Peanut as a zombie. I don't know who it is. It was a mask that was a freebie, and his name is Spidey Face. No, not this one. That one, right there. A lot of stuff going on in the world last day. Just saying, people. Yeah, I know Pete Rose, Chris. Yeah, yep. Frank Fritz. Um, Iran at war with Israel. Full. Yeah, I know. We've been dropping celebs like freaking crazy. Mr. Potato Head is a zombie. That could be. I mean, that's not a bad analogy. That's, it's close. Let's see if the old Google picture will do it. No results. Okay, well, it might just be, I don't know. Well, let's see. Hidden Hollows. Or Mr. T in need of a lot of moisturizer. I don't know. It says Hidden Hollows. I'm not sure if that's just the. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. JB puts a nice 60 gallon fuel. Huge vintage Mallory cap, 110 EFI external pump. New fancy stainless PTFE lines. Need a better fuel pressure reader now. Found and bought. It's food. Mr. T, what a character. Yeah. I think he suffered from the old roid rage, didn't he? Let's watch. Man, I loved 18. Old Hannibal was my favorite. Okay, great. So just money. Yeah, I know. Don't know how much to plug that regulator in. So no fire. Um, I mean, if you're on a carburetor, you want to definitely put it before the carburetor, not like EFI where you put it on the return side. Oh wait, vintage Mallory Comp EFI external pump. What 60 psi EFI with 450. Okay, all right. I kind of put that together with the first and second. Now I see that. What fuel injection you running? So I'm going to tell you this much, BNR. Get the fittings. You can get the fittings off eBay and Amazon. They're Chinese and they do work good, but don't use the fuel line. I had it on my car for about a year and it cracked open and leaked. So you're running the stock. Um, so if it was a throttle body, it wasn't that high. You're running the 454 stock EFI with 60 psi. Um, did they have the Vortec fuel injection in the 454s? Okay, good. It's a Vortec 454. So it's like late 90s ish. I think I worked on a few of those in like 97, 98. Yeah, and the dualies they had the 454s. And I think the SSs I did. I think they did a 454 in the SS pickup truck once. No, they did the square body and the 90s body, I think, didn't they? Looks like Chris Digger Curtis. Dude, that's mean. I think they are actually, Dan. Ford of pump to engine needs changed over yet. Okay. Dude, you'll be in there. Tigger's custom coach. Bobby, you need to take a picture of that and show him when he picks his edge up or his flex. Plastic rolls, speed flex, PTFE fittings are. Wow. That's a lot. That sucks. I did change some of mine over to Earls just because they fit better. But the transmission lines, on the other hand, I had to go with Earls because that aftermarket trash, it was so loose fitting, it sucked. Taper fittings, yes, Dan. Similar to hydraulic lines, I think those are 40 degree, and Aeroquip um, fittings that in Earl's fittings are 37 degree. In a pinch, you can use hydraulic stuff, brass fittings, and they work fine. It will come out, Marissa. It will. I've never had one stay in there. And besides that, if you do have to replace it, I think it's only around $20. Need this inflation. Yeah. So I think I bought, oh, what was it? 18 foot of Earl's line. And I about shit on myself. What's up, Dr. Art? Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, and I heard you couldn't even leave the ethanol in the system if you leave it sit for more than a month. You have to blow it out. I ran aluminum line on my last build, but it it corrodes and everything else too. I thought about switching over to steel line with the AN fittings to make it last longer. How much for some Donner? Dude, I had to read that twice. I thought you said donor. I was like, I don't have a donor 62, but then I saw venison. Jesus. So, is there a resemblance here to that? It's close. It's close. Okay. Okay. All right. It's close. Aluminum lines work, but they can crack one day. Yes, I know, and that's why I had to drop mine. Rotten was showing meat sacks. So, Levi, Dylan, buddy, I can't drive 8 hours by myself. I just can't do it. If it was only a couple hours, I'd have been there. I didn't have nobody to ride with me. I don't know what it is. I can't drive that far by myself. That's and Jason is so backed up with work and everything else that he didn't have opportunity to do it. He's only my dad. Yeah, switching between windows that one's brighter than the other. Make fun of me. You ask me for help, then make fun of me. That's not how it works. And believe me, Dylan, um, I was ready to come out there and run that damn car. It's driving me crazy. So did you get the Laguna back together? 8 hours and towing. Yeah. Well, I mean, it only took us like 7 and some change to get there without the trailer. So with the trailer, I'm guessing around 8. Kind of curious. I've not looked it up in a little while. I'm trying to see. No, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. Yeah, ran it up the road tonight. Seems all right. Shit's fine. No bad sounds. The engine isn't making any noise, so that's plus. 16 hours one way. Damn. Bye, Marissa. Love you too. It's too bad that nobody else from Dayton was. already had my car mentioned. Talk shit about. Oh, nice. Thanks, Dan. I know, Vic. Just curious as to why they don't make fuel cells that are round and fit in the spare tire well. That's where you have someone make one, but it'll cost you a little bit more. I know. That's why I asked if you were. I didn't know you were going to Florida. I thought you were probably going to take the car to Edgewater again and run it, and I'd just meet you down there. Then it takes me like an hour to get to Edgewater, and I'm okay driving by myself down there. Lawrenceburg. They are expensive and nice. No, that all depends on who's doing it. Um, my brother Jeremy, he's been welding aluminum here. I don't know, the last year or two, and he's gotten it pretty good. And he'll polish it once it's all done, so it looks really nice. Yes, Dylan's just razzing me, and I'm gonna have to tackle him when I see him next time. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. McDonald has a car. Maybe they realize that folks will just lay it in there because it is easy. Yeah. Brooke says, do it. But that would be mean. And he hasn't done anything to me, so I can't do that. Slip me $20. Hey, Don, what's happening, man? Yeah, I need to get to Vic's too and drop this Chevelle off for him to work on. Let's choose soft ground. And she said, oh, so this is pay dirt, is what you're telling me. You've had it coming. Oh, dude, I'm good. I wasn't in a big hurry. Anxious to see it done, but I wasn't in a hurry. Yeah. Yeah. Dylan, do you weld aluminum? Your TIG aluminum? So, I mean, you could get some dimensions from old McDonald and weld him up a fuel cell to stick in his spare tire well. He's up in Michigan, but you know can always ship it. Man, Vic sent me pictures of wheels for the car, and I had to look through them so that I knew, one that was close to what mine looked like. I'll do almost anything for money. Easy. I know $20 is $20, but I think the fuel would eat the seals of the fish tank. Is there any way to keep the Triton V10 from spitting out spark plugs? As far as I know, those had enough threads in the head to keep them. Um, but as far as the V10s go, I don't think I've had a problem with them spitting the plugs unless they were left loose. Tighten them with a little bit of NICs. That's all I've ever done, and I've never had one blow out. So if it's a 5.4, guaranteed to blow it out. An actual V10 blew a spark plug out? Huh. Okay, well. So the couple customers that we had would come up, and if we're repairing one hole from it blowing the threads out, they had them do us all. That way it would never happen again. A friend back in the 1990s bought a 68 DTO for $100. Gas tank brought it out. His fuel cell was a 30-gallon Farmer's, where'd I go? Farmer's fertilizer barrel blade size. Wow. In the back seat. Yeah, old Don had a story about that from the fuel cell he had in his, I can't remember which one, but I think he was telling me about that. I've heard some of them Ford 3-valve heads were never tapped for plugs. The factory spark plugs were just, no, they were tapped, but there was only like 3 threads that was holding the spark plugs in. So once you got that cylinder head so hot, you only had what? I think it was 60 or 80 thousandths worth of thread and grabbing hold of the spark plug. And once it got hot, it just spit it out. So I always cut them out and put in a big, heavy steel thread insert, stake it into place, never come out again. Aluminum bear kegs, legal to use as a fuel cell. Wow. Seen them used as radiators. I've seen the beer kegs, the pony kegs on front of cars and backs of cars. So that does make sense now. That's funny. And make a repair kit with a special plug. Why a special plug? Do you do that? Yeah. So I drill it out, I tap it, and then I take a blowgun, blow all that stuff out, and then run the insert back in with Loctite, stake it in place, throw the plug in. Never had a problem. Let me McDonald, there's only rules based on how a cell is mounted and material. Yeah. BNR, you're right. At a certain ET, I believe plastic tanks are required. Although it's like 6.0 and a quarter. Most strips don't care as long as they're mounted sturdy. Yeah. Yeah, instead of building that, I had the original trunk floor in the Camaro. I just cut it out, set the fuel cell in. I'd have to build a shield around it. So instead of doing all that, I needed a couple rust spots fixed. And I said, the hell with it. I just cut the whole trunk floor out and made my own. Looks really good. Huh. Okay. I mean, if it works, I mean, what the hell? Roll with it. But only downside to that is, I guess, if there's not a number that can cross to replace that spark plug if it goes bad. That'd be my only worry. I ended up reusing the original factory spark plug in place where I put that insert in. But I also have to, I think the insert you're talking about, it's actually got the 14 by 125 head, and then it tapers up just a little bit to cut it out with the new insert. I had one that Kentmore made from GM that was sick. It was called the Taper Cert. And man, that thing worked so freaking good. But they quit making it, and you can't get any more of those inserts anymore. So that tool that I've got is trash. I'm sure they would check, be sure it's not filled with beer. I'm not a fan of any kind of special spark plugs unless it's a common spark plug. Yeah. I asked my boss about the aluminum shavings going into the engine. He said, don't worry about it. Well, I've got a really long blowgun that I'll stick down in the cylinder, and I'm going to say 99% of those shavings come out. And typically, no, the aluminum is so soft it's not going to bend a valve or anything like that. So, not a big concern. I mentally still don't like it though. Oh, sorry. I was going to try and go live this morning, while I was doing some struts on a Mercedes, some air ride, and that laptop I have at work's a piece of junk. I'm gonna sell it and buy another one. That way, I have one at work I can go live with, and I don't have to worry about. He just wanted the truck back in service ASAP. I dig it, but the experience I've had, I have the inserts and the taps and everything in my toolbox. That way, we get one in, I can jump on and get it done within about 15 minutes. Oh, that's a good tip, BNR. Man, I don't know if I have the picture or not, but we had a 3.6 Buick that I pulled in to hopefully do timing chains on, but pulled the valve covers to check a few things and found a broken valve spring and broken rocker, and the valve dropped and hit the top of the piston, and the valve flipped around and the valve stem actually stuck in the top of the piston. So you all to see is the valve. See if I can't find that picture. It's on my borescope. Damn it. Where is it? Bobby, you got a picture of that? I think I sent it to you. Damn it. I don't think I have it. Oh, there it is. So you can see there's the valve stem in the top of the picture, and then the valve face, and underneath the valve face is the top of the piston. Man, that damn reflection. But yeah, it ate it up pretty bad. Oh, I've changed out 6 of these engines and vans from box trucks. Oh God, I hate that model year cars repairs today. I refuse to touch any modern OEM timing chains unless dude, Bobby can do one in no time. I can do them in the car, and I can do them pretty quick. I do tons of 4 cylinders, and it all makes and models. I don't care. Nice, JB. Transfer case is out. That only took you a half an hour. That's badass. This is the difference between car guys and not car guys. You all see a car part. I see a very misused toilet. I work on diesels only now. Told the boss I won't work on that Chicago junk. I will go home. See, I'm just the opposite. I can't stand diesels, dude. So hats off to you. I'll let you have all the diesel work you want. They bought the trucks from us, a U-Haul with over 100K on them. I told Dad we shouldn't have problems with a low mileage motorhome. Yeah. On a dome piston that wouldn't. Yeah, you could only turn it so far and it would stop. You would turn it, quarter turn, dink, stop, and I could turn it back almost a full revolution and it would stop. So I knew there was an issue. That's why I pulled valve covers. And then I found it was the front bank by the front end of the car, very last cylinder. Valve spring broke, rocker arm spit, and the valve stem was gone. That's when I figured it was down inside the cylinder. You're younger than me, and I would take on anything until I hit 45. I am 55 next. I just turned 48, and I still hate diesel. When you're taking this thing apart every 2 weeks, you get good at it. Yeah, dude, I know. You know, there's so many cars we do at work. We do so many of the same model year cars and things that we get really good at them. Can't stand the smell of diesel. Same here. Hunter did a water pump on a Ford diesel today, and he started it up to let it warm up, and I went up in the office. Happy reindeer meat taco Tuesday. I love you, Lars. Talking my language. I love diesels. Bugger like semi trucks, my favorite. Yeah, bigger. Okay, dude, that's fine. I've got no problem with it. I can't be over diesel fuel for too long. It screws with my my breathing. I can't stand it, so I got away from it. I'm looking for a cheapish fiberglass buggy for a father-son project. If anyone knows of one, so like a dune buggy with the body. Say the guy that owns the building we're in has one, and they're doing a whole car harness in it. So you probably don't want that one. It's going to be pretty much almost done before that. So the whole dune buggy, yeah. I know what you're saying. I just, um, dude, they're out there, and there's a lot of them that are just sitting in the grass that are getting eaten alive by rust. Um, I think you need to looking for a project. Yeah, you need to get the message out on a couple, you know, boards somewhere. At some point, somebody will come up with one. I guarantee you, there's a bunch of them out that just a field somewhere that someone's going to give away pretty cheap. I liken diesel to weed. To me, it's as if people aren't going to be. Okay. Well, again, I mean, I don't judge. If you want to do it, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to. Um, that's just, that's their thing, not mine. I think it's kind of funny. I just don't like the cars that come in and Tony's Hard Garage is like me, a diesel guy wrench too. That's cool, dude. I'm happy for you guys, but it's not for me. We're discussing skunk butt. Oh, well, not exactly that, but we there's some cars, man, that I pull in and it's just like it's almost like I get an instant contact buzz from just their car. And they're not even in it smoking. But you know what? Not my life, not my circus, not my monkey. I'll fix it as long as they pay. Yeah. I got that was the other reason I quit smoking is because of the smell. Um, yeah, just smelling like a dirty ashtray all the time. That's another reason why I quit. Hey, Wendy, that couldn't get it off my clothes. Hard to get it out of the car. It's that's another reason why I quit. Other than the fact that it's just not good for you, is another reason why I quit. Dylan, it's funny you say that. The guy that cleans our shop smokes, and we'll stand there and BS for a little bit while he's cleaning or whatnot. And the other day, I smelled it, and it smelled so good, just because I hadn't smoked in forever, and I was just thinking, man, oh, it smells so good. Well, Monday, it gave me a headache. Just the smell of it made me nauseous. So I'm like, okay, we're still good. Today's generation does not know what good weed is. All I ever smell is nasty skunk weed these days. Yeah, it's all that shit that they've just changed so much. Yeah, I wasn't a dipping kind of guy neither. Until you find out people can smell like a landfill without smoking or being diesel gas. Yeah, and again, I mean, I worked at Emory around a lot of diesels, and I would come home smelling like diesel fuel because we were standing by all of these forklifts that ran on diesel. I'm talking big 20, 30,000 pound guys, not just little forklifts. Um, and the smell was so bad that I was married at the time. She wouldn't even wash my clothes in our clothes washer because it smelled everything else up. So I ended up taking all my clothes to the laundromat once a week to wash because it smelled so bad. He actually worked on Mount Rumpke for 2 years. That shit's rank. Maybe that's why Bill Clinton never inhaled. Still working on these junk S10s. No, they're not junk. It's fun, just like everything else. Been out to Mount Rumpke. I've been to the incinerator down there on, what is that, infirmary or something like that? I can't remember that damn road now. I know right where to go. I just can't remember the road. And dude, in the hot summer, oh, it's so bad. I got out to unload a trailer load of shit, and oh my god, I would have rather spent 10 minutes in a fucking porta john than staying there much longer. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm talking about, Dan, the one in Moraine. Dan lives in Hamilton, I think. So there was this, I don't know, a couple years back, I took a load of, um, I tore down all my chain link fence to replace it because it was all nasty and rusted and everything. None of the scrap guys would take it because it had vines and little saplings in it and stuff. So I took it to the incinerator. And when I was leaving, there was this old white dude sitting in a chair, and he was like ghost white, like he was dying. And I'm just like, how long have you actually worked here? Are you dying from the smell? I can't figure out where the fluid goes in this transfer case. This is 3 times I checked it after I messed up and it's empty. So you're not seeing a trail anywhere, JB? I like diesel because it's exclusive work, usually not rushed, not flat rate time, paid hourly, pays better than auto mechanic. Well, it all depends on where you're working. Um, I'm salary, so I still bust my ass and get shit done, but um, uh, yeah, work is work. Learn working on my junk. It's fun. Working on other people's junk sucks. Yeah. What I hate is getting paid to work on other people's junk and then work on mine for free. No fluid leaking at all. I'm so confused. It's got to be going somewhere, dude. If you're filling it up and it's leaking out, because you've got that drain plug in the bottom and you got the fill plug on the side. And I think it takes two. No, the transfer case only takes a quart. It might take two. So I mean, if you're pulling the transfer case and nothing is dumping out, It's got to be spitting it out the vent or something as you're driving. The underpants gnomes are taking JB's gear. Life of a mechanic is fun. Oh, dude, I love being a mechanic. I love what I do. There are still some things I struggle with, but I try to better myself with, as it comes along. I try to figure out what I did wrong that time. But the next time I turn around, there's another new project that I've never faced before that, welcome to another challenge. So it takes two, but never shows any leaking at all. So it's like I said, it's got to be coming out of the vent, if anything. If it's not coming out of the front seal or rear seal, it's got to be coming out of the vent. That's the only other place it has to go. And I've had a couple do that before, and ended up being bad bearings. I think on the front bearing I think was bad, boiling the transmission fluid and making it blow out the vent. Here's the one thing I can say we all put on our own. Our undies the same if we don't do different things different than we do. Yeah. 100% Dylan. If everybody could see, that in their own way, I mean, life as we know it would be a whole lot easier, but not everybody sees the imperfect, perfect side of the world. No, Dan, it's got two seals. It has an output shaft seal and then a stub shaft. Transfer case goes on over top of that stub shaft with a separate seal, so it doesn't transfer fluid. There's just a gasket there, but it's got a drain hole. So it's hard to say. Yeah, and the only other thing I can think of is JB, go down to I'm not sure what part stores you have, but one of them has a tracer die that you can put in the fluid and drive it for however long you need to, and then hit it with a black light and some glasses, and you'll see where it's leaking. What if you don't wear undies? Again, Brian, just got to look at things differently as other people, may look at things differently. You want to chafe your willy while you're trying to decide? It's up to you. Brian, you wear pants. Something. Free balling. Freelancing is a lifestyle. Damn it, beat me to it. Yeah, I gotcha. I like zipper protection from underwear. Still not sure. This is my problem, but figured start with the easiest part and go from there. Well, if it's losing fluid, transmission fluid is like blood, dude. It doesn't dry. So it can't just leak and go away. It's got to leave a trail. So go get some tracer dye. And only being 2 ounces of fluid, you only got to put a drop of that tracer dye in that fluid, and it'll light up like a Christmas tree once you see the leak. Oh, wow. 40 per hour. Holy crap. Brian, we got you. We know you're being funny, dude. We're loving it. And the tracer dye is completely safe to put in the transmission fluid. I don't even make 40. Mm. Time is it? Okay. Let's see. Got a guy that messaged me, Mac Sir Slime. I need help. Camaro wiring, dash harness. Does it come out and plug and play from, or I have to cut it out from the body harness because I'm about to order a new used one? Oh, that's an easy reply. I've not had very many 40 hours in my life. Don't understand why they put nylon shoes on a damn shift. Man, I know. I had to replace a few of those in my T5. They wanted to keep down like this. Buffering, really? I got full bars on my phone, my laptop, everything. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's a bad signal up where you're at. Like the old nylon timing gears? No, they're probably only a half inch tall, and they go on the shift forks that go in between the gear. What is it? They call it a gear race. That pushes a gear to go into first or second or third or fourth or whatever. But yeah, that shift fork that goes down inside there, it's like a big horseshoe, and there's a nylon bushing on this side and this side that those things wear out. JB keeps the female drivers happy. Silent. Only reason I know is because I've taken a couple apart just to see how they work. Um, and then my T5 Borg Warner transmission I had in my Camaro, my '84 Camaro. Me and Jason kind of had a crash course lesson on how to change the shift forks, the shift bushing, the shifter bushing, and then the shift fork nylons because it was all wore out. Whoever had it before me beat the shit out of that poor transmission. If it's the same problem as the last time, you bet I'm going to figure out a better way to go this time. Talking about transfer case problems or transmission? Go Mopar, JB. No, I mean they're probably jamming gears the whole time, and that wears those bushings out or nylons pretty quick. Mopar 4-speed transmissions had brass shift forks, strong and silent. Now, the 4-speed, yeah, I figured as much. I just wanted to make sure. But B&R, the 4-speed, like the rock crushers and shit, they're all brass. But the Borg Warner T5 stuff, they all went that direction with the top loader stuff. It's all crap. So, where I had put my one little short video out on the dash harness for the Camaro, a guy reached out and asked me how it comes apart because he wants to replace his and he can't find the two coarse thread screws that holds it in. So I think he's got that. I want to call it dielectric grease that they had on that thing, but dude, it was nasty. It was like black. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that color, but it was disgusting. I had to like take a little pocket screwdriver and pick it all away so that I could see the bolts and pull mine out. Really need to give some more. There's the road drop before wheel drive. Crap. Yeah, you could, but wouldn't be the fun in that. You don't have 4-wheel drive after that. 4-leg. Muncie's 4-speed had a forged steel shift fork. They wore out by people resting their hands on the shifter knobs. So what the hell was that train? I pulled one apart that had brass shift forks, and it was GM. May not have been a Muncie 4-speed then. Maybe it was like one of the new process or whatever it's called. You like the 4-wheel drive, but you never use it. Yeah, and sometimes that's the case, and it sucks. I use mine. Saginaw, that's it. Yeah, I bet that was probably it. It was one of those cases where I took it apart to see what was wrong with it, and I was just like, hell, I'll just fix it and put it back in. Could have been a Saginaw, new process, one or the other, but it was a brass one, and I had to order one because it was broke. And I think the story is they were downshifting and got it stuck between gears, and when they were trying to pull it back out from being stuck between gears is when they broke it. So That's why I love talking to you guys. Always keeping my mind rolling. I love it. But that being said, it is 10:05, and you guys are keeping me from my beauty sleep. I'm kidding. I don't need any more, do I? Don't everybody answer at once. But anyway, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chit chatting with me. And JB, later BNR. Good night, Tom. But JB, if you want to reach out and I know you're on Facebook. You said it was. What? It's 9:05. What? Come on. No, it's not. It's 10:06. I come on at 8:30 for an hour and a half, and it's 10 o'clock. So, but if you want to reach out, I think you're on Facebook. I'm pretty sure you're on Facebook, or have Lars do it. He can look me up on Facebook, and I'll help you out where you can to try and get that leak figured out. 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Yeah, but he's in Tennessee or Kentucky. I think you're in Tennessee. No, I'm pretty sure JB is right below me, I thought. JB, where the hell are you at? Facebook ban deleted me from being red Trump. So you're on the same time zone as I am. So how is it 9 o'clock? You're just fucking with me, aren't you? That's what you're doing. I'm gonna get you for that one. You see these guys right here? That's my backup. Oh, and that creepy fellow back there. So Tennessee is central. Really? I didn't know that. Troy and Brian Reeland on Facebook, not there. Huh. Wendy's still here listening. I know I'm trying to go. I need to go get in the shower. Never knew that till recently. Yeah, I didn't either. That must be just the corner of Tennessee is on that central time. That's weird. They look lost in time. Well, this is Wanda. This is Mr. Dark. Dude here, I don't know what his name is. He just showed up tonight with this one. So I think they're friends. They're accomplices. I'm glad we don't have smell YouTube. Are you trying to say I stink, JB? Is that what you're telling me? That is not nice. Man. The one in the middle looks like Bert and Ernie. The odd couple. I've got I'll put those up next time. I've got a couple creepy clown masks and then a like an alien looking mask too. So, but Wanda is the new animatronic addition to the front yard stuff, along with Mr. Dark. And then I got Punctured Pete that's over here in the corner. It's got a 2x4 sticking out his chest. I got two of the wiggling, moaning bodies that hang from the tree and scream and holler and yell. Oh, I gotcha. The skull looks like the killer clown with those. It does, doesn't it? I think that's why I liked it so much, because of the killer clowns. This thing jumps. It's from this height. When it activates, it jumps to like 9.5 feet straight up in the air and starts screaming and hollering and yelling. His eyes light up with these LEDs. It's pretty cool. I'm in good with the managers down at Spirit Halloween, so I get some pretty good discounts with them. But all right, I got to roll. So you all take it easy, and JB, if you need a little hand with whatever, hit me up. I'll give you a hand, man. But everybody take it easy. And he is a basketball player. He could be tall enough. Later, everybody. See you next Tuesday. If I don't go live at the shop.